come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Missouri Tigers offense trots out there to open this game. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Boy, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see some of the defensive backs watch him as he warms up, studying him, because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver. Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Passes the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Daniels. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So the Gators offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher. Very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him. He's sacked.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
From the 12-yard line, it's 2nd and long now. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Snags the quick throw. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running back has it on a screen now. Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down. And the Gators will line up to boot it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First down here for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
set. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Hunt over the middle. It's Manning. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Looks like Missouri will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Missouri now operating in the red zone. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
2nd down and goal upcoming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Missouri.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Missouri. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 19, set to kickoff.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. The gain makes it second and medium. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. And Kirk, it's Missouri with the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Down he goes. A sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Fair catch made near the 45. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Rifles this football to the left. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught quickly. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that completion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He has first down yardage at the 46.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Ncaa sets up an important 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to scramble now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job of taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on down.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Dropping back. It's leg way. And this pass is on target. Caught. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he will score! Touchdown, Florida.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Pass caught down at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. I'd say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Fires it to the wide out. He pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got a man down the middle. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain moves the ball to the 15-yard line. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
That's reeled in. It's Jacobs. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
The Gators come to the line with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Florida. They'll take the lead in the second half. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
21.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Across the 40 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Using his legs, it's Roberts. Looks like Missouri will have the 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Cano. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Missouri. This offense really clicking. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Daniels. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic that moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking downfield, it's leg way. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. And they'll claim the 4th-quarter lead.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback. And they connect again. That's just been unstoppable pitch and catch combination all game, Kirk.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. Let's see if he can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that previous play. The shotgun running play call. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. The Gators will line up to kick it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. On the return, it's Ncaa. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. The tight end has got it, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown for it. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Handoff as he try to work the clock here.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Back to throw. It's Lagway. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Using his legs on the scramble. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to extend the play. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's swarmed by the defense.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hand. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Here comes the handoff. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made down inside the 15. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Play action here on 1st down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
To throw, it's Lagway. He's escaping the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.